everybody. So hi guys. Hi.
Hi Sam. How y'all doing?
That'd be great.
Is anyone on the crew here? Anyone from the crew? Anyone from the crew? Can you guys stand up?
Oh man.
He's the guy. There's the director, the line producer. Alright, so we're going to go right into our panel. We're going to talk about it, and then we're going to let you guys ask some questions. I'm going to go right to the producers. So guys, was it hard and or easy adapting from the original Teen Titans series into what we now see in Teen Titans Go?
It was scary, I will say.
It was scary.
And I know you guys in the audience are like, we're terrified of what we're going to do with these characters, probably. But the easy part is we bringing back the same guys, and they created characters that are so iconic that it was really easy to take them from an action setting and put them in like the weirdest comedy setting you could ever imagine.
Yeah, and I mean the old show already had that kind of comedy sensibility in it too. So for me, it lent itself perfectly to an 11-minute comedy.
Aaron was a director for the first 3 seasons on Mad. And if anyone's seen Mad on Cartoon Network. So we were able to bring Aaron over from Mad to all right, I'm gonna go to the loony mans over here. So I guess the first is like you guys. It had been 10 years since you had done it. So to both of you, what was the experience like of coming back and doing these characters?
It was a relief. It was a relief because Grant had been calling me every day for 3 years. He's like, dude, did you hear anything? I think he's coming back. Did you hear anything? Tell somebody. Just put it in there. He was just, I'm serious. He was. I think it was literally the aura of Greg Cipes that brought this thing back, and it slowly seeped into some executives.
That guy right there.
Exactly. Yeah, we had to see past Sam. Sam would do this forever, but we had to see past somebody. But actually, I think it was the fans who sent more snail mail, regular post office letters to Cartoon Network.
Yeah, you guys brought back Teen Titans.
Any. So we were just relieved because I tell people all the time, Greg and I were the first, and that was our first cartoon voice job. We both sat there. Tara's been doing it since she was 12. Six. She was 6. And Scott too, or something like that. And Henry's kind of a genius. We're just a couple of nut jobs. We're like, dude, can't believe we get this job. And here we are 10 years later. It's awesome.
It was actually at Comic-Con, it was WonderCon last year where I snuck up to you and I go, it's coming back.
I know. And the only guy I told was Greg.
I got the text. I was like, stop. For real? Because for a long time I would get in trouble. They'd be like, you can't say that the show's coming back if it's not. And I'm like, I'm telling you, it's going to come back. Just keep it in your hearts. Prayers go up and blessings come down. Our prayers were answered.
He talks crazy, but it works.
One more question, this one, Greg. Why do these characters endure? I'm like, why do these 5 characters 10 years later still work?
Well, I feel like it's because we're a family, all of us. And the Teen Titans, there's a character for everybody. And the coolest thing is that we all come together as a team and we have the best time ever. And that's why this incarnation of the show is so perfect and a perfect personification of the essence of these characters, which is about having a great time and celebrating and not taking life so seriously.
The crazy thing is that I don't know if that's why everybody got these parts, but Hendon and Tara and Scott, Greg, and me, we all kind of in a weird way embody these characters more than you would think. Hendon is kind of a genius, but she seems so sweet and so, just lovely. You don't realize she is powerful. She has a powerful brain that could knock you off of your feet. And, and Tara literally is the most most powerful voiceover actress ever. It's kind of like Raven, you know. She's got all of that inside of her, just waiting to pop out. And Scott has been doing this since he was a kid, and he is just like that constant, you know, level thing that always performs and always gets it right and always gets it done, no matter how much we're screwing around.
I hate him.
You know, Greg's a vegan. Greg is almost green. He's almost green.
The first day of recording, I was so excited that Cipes were coming back. The first day of the recording, all the actors came back, and I was so excited. I don't go to every recording, and I ran to the studio. I wanted to see them all. I was so excited it was back. And I walk in, and he is dressed like an insane person. And when I hugged him,
or the sanest person you've ever met.
He had spikes on. It hurt to hug you. Why do you do that?
Why do I do
All
what?
right, never mind. All right, so let's just go back to the producers for a minute. So the show's format, it was 22, goes down to 11s. Why 11s versus 22? Why are they shorter?
Because you get to the fun, the core. The essence is the fun, and you want to get to it.
Yeah, I mean, I think 11 minutes is just long enough for us to do some really weird stuff, but not too long that we overstay our welcome. I mean, I don't know if you saw from those episodes that I think if you stretched them out any longer, you'd be like starting to get bummed out what happened in Robin's life. But, you know, the sort of abrupt end, I think, is a funny punchline. So I think 11 minutes is like perfect for the type of comedy we're trying to do.
Cartoon Network was a little freaked out by our doing that.
The flat line.
The flat line at the end.
By the way, that's the last episode Robin is in. He's dead the rest of the time.
That's another good thing about having it 12 minutes apiece because you hit the reset button. And then, you know, and you're like, oh my God, they're all dead. Okay, they're back. That's literally how I felt. I mean,
You don't know what's going to happen with this new show.
No. It freaked us out for the first time because the first time we died, like Robin died, and we're like, Robin just died. It's like, okay, now we're going to do another episode, and we're like, oh, okay, it's going to be all right. Because we've been living with these characters. I love these characters, you know, and I was reading comic books with Cyborg in it long before I got this job, and so we're crazy about them, and we want to have the essence of the characters be there.
All right, Cyborg has become, since you did Cyborg 10 years ago, Cyborg is one of the top characters in the DC universe. And a lot of the way you portrayed it in the first animated series. He became very popular. He's now in like Lego games. He's in Justice League now. It's like, I think you are to be commended for making him a character that.
That's crazy talk. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's trying to.
It didn't work.
That's great.
So comedy versus action, guys. I mean, there's a lot of action in there. Clearly, how do you balance how much laughs versus action?
I don't know. I think it's like you want the action to be either funny or it's low stakes and you play it straight. You know, so like there's the other times you're doing kind of cool, sort of funny stuff. You're doing the Hive, and then Robin is just like having a hell of a time with Bandro. That's kind of like the perfect example. Or the sandwich episode where they're like, Cyborg loses an arm for some bacon.
But all the action is pretty cool too. I mean, we're not like doing. I mean, the action is a little bit silly, but the characters actually come off as like cool superheroes. I think that's one of the things we didn't want to make fun of the characters ever. It's like as superheroes, they're the best superheroes in the world. But maybe when they come home, they've got some flaws, and we can sort of poke fun at them.
And there's always deep, insightful lessons to be learned every episode.
Boring. Like what?
Like, how do you make the best sandwich in the world?
Yeah, or like, if you don't take care of your couch, you won't be so comfortable.
Yeah, that's true. Have you really thought about it? That's
Good lessons. Thanks, guys. So there, it seemed like in the first series, and then the second series, Cyborg and Beast Boy had this really incredible relationship. So I feel like, it's like now I know the secret. Maybe they just answered the question I had. So I mean, what is? I ask all of you, why are of all the characters, and they're all fantastic. there's something special. There's something very Shaggy and Scooby between the two of you. And I'm curious why that is.
Wait, am I Shaggy or Scooby?
No, you're Scooby. Yeah. No, what, you know why? Because the truth is, it's because Robin holds it together, and we know that we can go off and go nuts, and every once in a while we go, guys, bad guys. And then we point our guns, we go after them, but we don't have to spend all that time, fixating on things. That's what Robin is for. He's fixating. He's like, he's Batman Jr. He's got to have it just like, don't mess with my stuff. Don't. So we can go screw around and then come back.
Yeah, but everyone tries to get characters to like each other in television. It's not that. There's something else going on. There's something. I guess I did see you guys just hug and kiss.
That's true.
We've been hanging out for a long time.
Yeah.
We go surfing together.
Yeah, exactly.
He gives good back massages. On Friday night, I'm alone.
So, in case you guys are wondering, Glenn Murakami, who is the producer of the original series, is now also making a new Batman show. And Glenn has, he's been around, and Glenn's relationship with the new show has been very tepid. He's kind of like, he's very excited that it was happening, but he's a little afraid because he loves the original Teen Titans. And it's been very fun watching Glenn sort of, kind of like, I go, Glenn, you want to come in and watch an episode? He's like, I'm afraid. Yeah. I'm afraid of what I'm going to see. We finally sat Glenn down, and actually some of the other guys who worked on the original series, who is actually still at Warner Brothers, and they loved it. Glenn Murakami absolutely loved it, laughed. He had a problem with the fact that Beast Boy talks as an animal. And he said, well, Beast Boy never talked when he was an animal. It's like, it's 11 minutes, it's a comedy. Don't make Batman. Which, by the way, Batman Beyond is fantastic. Woo! I know, you guys are a little weirded out. It's new. It's scary and new, but it is going to blow your minds. I've seen 2 episodes. You guys are going to freak out. I'm telling you. But that's not about this panel. I'm talking about Batman. There was a question about bringing Puffy Amiyumi back to do. So I did call Puffy's management today. I think it was 2 in the morning in Tokyo, but that didn't stop me. And I said, hey, I just wanted to get a comment from the girls about, how they feel about the show coming back and then doing the song again. And this is loosely translated in Japanese. Why do you keep bothering us? Leave us alone. Go away, please. The girls are glad to be back working on it.
What about that remix? You got a Beastie Boy.
Yeah, we got the Beastmaster Mike. Yeah, Beastie Boy. 15 minutes.
So you're supposed to be smooth and not actually say it.
There's a woman with a sign that says 15 minutes. Would anyone like to ask any questions? All right, so you guys can line up to the mic, I guess. Is that how we do it? I am hoping all these questions are going to be directed to the Teen Titans cast and crew, and it will all be about Teen Titans. All right.
Thanks, Dad.
Someone's already getting out.
Regarding the sandwich episode, Beast Boy's a vegetarian, and that sandwich had bacon in it. Was he gonna eat around?
I have an answer for you. I wrote that episode, and I thought hard about that. The wizard created that sandwich with magic. That was not actual bacon.
Yeah, no animal was hurt. No animal was hurt with that.
Are you guys going to bring back Starfire's sister Blackfire in one of these?
I will say many characters from the old show are returning, many of them voiced by the same people who voiced them in the original series. I don't want to say who will, but any character is on the table. So that's a strong need.
Thank you. Next question.
With the second episode with Robin kind of dying, can we expect a lot of the dark humor kind of from people that grew up with the show, or is it more childish?
How do you feel about Robin dying. Was that dark enough?
I loved it. That's the thing.
You want more characters to die?
Don't change that die, my friend.
They all die.
Guys, I've watched all the episodes. This is the beginning. I mean, this is them getting started. It gets weird. This is just, there's going to be puppets. There's going to be kittens.
There's an episode about meatballs.
Yeah, there's meatballs.
11 minutes about meatballs.
And there's BB Ray. That's it. And then Tara.
All of that. Slay. Yeah, baby. All right, next. Riddler, you're up.
What's up, dude?
Are there going to be any Titans characters that you weren't able to explore in the old series?
Any Titans that we couldn't explore the first time?
I think for the most part, we are bringing back characters that existed in that universe. So this universe is sort of a exaggerated version of that one. So if you didn't see them in the old series, chances are they probably won't show up, but it all depends on how long this series goes. So if you support the show and we get 172 episodes, then maybe we'll get some of the fringe characters.
I can tell you that out of this universe will be spawned interesting characters of its own.
Yes.
that we're all very excited.
It's also been fun. These guys have been doing voices of other characters in the show now too, so it's been fun watching the actors take on some new characters that are being created.
Khary plays a couch.
Yeah.
It's Khary the couch.
Do the couch voice.
Yeah, what does the couch sound like?
Well, he just wants everybody to relax, baby.
All right, next question.
I love you, couch. You're so soft and cushy and cold, but you keep me warm.
Isn't that crazy?
All right, my question is, Greg, how does it feel to be the voice of a shape-shifting jokester?
It feels like it's amazing. It's who I am.
It's not a stretch.
I consider myself a shape-shifting jokester in real life, so it's you know, Beast Boy is the better-looking, cooler version of me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Next.
Hey guys, I'm a fan of the show, and I was wanting to know, because the original series, we never saw any of the adult counterparts, the Justice League. Can we see a humorous version of Batman, Superman, or any of the Justice League in this short TV series?
Let me say this, is Jeff Johns, who is the creative director at DC. Thank you. Jeff has been so cool about some of the weird stuff that these guys are putting in the scripts. So the answer is most likely, and it's been DC approved. They're really cool about it.
Nice.
So,
I have a question for Khary. Or Khary, sorry.
It's all right. My dad still doesn't get that right. I've spelled it for him phonetically, and it's so don't feel bad.
Okay. Given that this is a triumphant return to an old character, what do you think the chances would be of returning as Aqualad and Black Manta and Justice in some new Justice?
Anything is possible. Prayers go up, blessings come down.
Alright, you get this one. From what I've heard, you're also the voice of Cyborg on Injustice. Is that right? And if so, how different was it? Just to voice Cyborg on Injustice compared to Teen Titans.
Well, the great thing about the whole Teen Titans show is that we went pretty dark sometimes, and and then we were really silly sometimes. So I feel like we got to do a lot of both, and so with a show like Young Justice, a video game like Injustice that's a little grittier, I just go to that gritty side, So it's kind of cool to be able to do that and also do this. I was getting the best of both worlds.
You bad, dude.
Isn't it awesome?
You bad.
Phrase booyah.
I
know some of the other characters do. Does Beast Boy have a catchphrase?
It's so cool that you asked that question. Because now we really need to think about that.
Honestly, I think dude is his catchphrase. Nobody says dude.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like an episode, and we will write that episode. I promise you. Wait, this is my business card.
That's cool.
Email me and remind me. And
wait, what's your name? Tell us
what's your name.
My name is Natalie.
Thank you, Natalie.
Hold on, let's ask him what do you think his catchphrase should be?
I think it might be dude, but it could be something about his shape shifting just in general.
And the smell maybe?
Is she gonna take my job?
Yes, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go because like I need to go bathroom.
Characters like Superboy or Kid Flash coming up.
In this show?
I'm getting hungry.
Kid Flash and who?
Superboy.
I know Speedy is going to show up. Those other two, maybe. I mean, again, we're really going after everybody, so tune in and watch. 7:30 on Tuesdays, Cartoon Network.
So how long am I going to have to wait until Burt Wonder there gets his own spin-off? He's got the sweetest kung fu movies just like that.
Right? You might not have to wait long.
He reoccurs. He will be back for sure.
Next.
How's it going, guys?
What's up, dude?
Would there be any more episodes that focus on a character, like one for Robin, one for Beast Boy, and sort of obscures the origin story a little bit?
You know, I don't know if we really get into any of their origins on this show. I mean, we sort of reference them as they were from the old show, but
I think it's more about. I mean, I don't know if we actually go into like each one of them goes home, you know, to see mom and dad for dinner. But they are referenced. You know, that stuff is referenced. So.
And Beast Boy is just OG in general.
yeah, origin stories tend not to be the funniest stories in the superhero universe.
But these guys are crazy how they twist something like an origin story and make something twisted enough to be ridiculous for 11 minutes. You know?
I was like, how did you come up with these ideas?
Exactly.
You know why? Because his parents didn't love him. It's actually true.
It was either that or brother our parents. So we're going to go with the parents were really off.
Next. Yeah, Raven!
I was wondering if Greg could do the Beast Boy laugh for us.
Do you know, like, in the old show, like, how they, like, in one episode, they showed an episode of all of them older?
Oh,
I love that episode.
That's a great one.
I was just talking to somebody about that episode. That was my favorite Booyah, actually, because Cyborg was old and he had all of these batteries he was dragging around and you didn't know if he was going to show up and finally got there and finished off the bad guy and just quietly said, Booyah.
In the new one, when they get old, Beast Boy looks like Yoda. Deadpool.
So, how creepy is it to, like, be with the person who plays Raven?
So creepy. Oh my gosh. That woman is so odd. She's actually really sweet and kind of she's kind of like the, I don't know, like mom. You know, she's kind of mom.
Yeah. She's like the Marilyn Monroe of voice acting.
Yes.
We have a lot of fun in there. All you gotta do is go to her Twitter or my Twitter on a Friday when we record Teen Titans Go.
Dude, chill.
All right. We have one more question. Last question. Sorry, guys. Last question.
Are you guys like gonna have any other little kid Teen Titans like in the old Teen Titans and like the Titans and hide and seek?
Yeah, so Titans East show up. And as I said, a lot of other characters from the show are going to show up. So the answer is yeah. And who remembers Mossy Manos? He didn't want to do that episode. I talked him into it.
That's factually incorrect.
All right, guys, thank you very much. I want to say one more thing. It is all because of you that the Teen Titans are back. And I want to thank my sons, Charlie and Leo, for coming to Comic-Con.
Go to BKBN.net. Go to BKBN.net. Go to BKBN.net. I tell you to go. Go down.